I have a confession to make. This video is not gonna be like my other videos. I'm just gonna get right into it. So if you haven't watched any of my videos, this is actually the perfect video to watch first. And if you watch my other videos, this is actually also the perfect video to watch. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. I have been lying to myself. And I feel that I've been holding back. Not only to myself, but also to you. When I started on my YouTube journey, I started last year. Thank you to everyone who has been following me since then. Yay! On the road to 1,000. I just wanted to give so much value. And I wanted to share the knowledge and my experience on manifestation, on feminine energy, on money, and on mindset, because it has truly changed my life. And I realized that I started chasing numbers and trends. And when I would watch my videos, I felt my energy completely shift. When I first started, I was super energetic. I mean, I still am, but the more that I watched my more recent videos, I felt that I was doing it because of the numbers and the trends and this is where it's going, instead of being just me. And I realized I was starting to really pigeonhole myself. And that's exactly what I do not want to do, because I've made this mistake before. I've made this mistake. And I also realized that I went on thinking that you all knew me, and some of you do, because I have been making videos and have been sharing my life on the internet for literally over a decade, and it's changed so much since I started. But there's a lot of you that don't know who I am, and I just assumed, right? That's kind of shitty of me to assume that, instead of really getting to know you and you guys getting to know me. And I was lying to myself because I always I share about being multidimensional and sharing who you are and showing up fully who you are, yet I wasn't doing the same thing. I was just, okay, this is what is working, this is what is trending, and let me continue speaking about this. And I wasn't following my energy. And I was going back into my marketing self, which was go do a niche. But niches, okay? Seriously. And yes, there's people that it works well for, but for me and where I want to go and what I want to create, there is no niche. I am the niche, and I want to show up fully myself, authentically, vulnerably, giving so much value, because there is so much that I want to share that's not just from one lane. I really, really want to share how I've manifested this life, and not just through tips and methods, but from truly embodying. That's what manifestation is, right? Manifesting, you are manifesting every single second of your life. It's not just when you sit down to meditate, you journal. It's not when you practice sex magic. You are literally, we all are, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, manifesting. And I realized I wasn't sharing the behind the scenes, what I've really done to immerse myself so that I can embody this version of who I am now. And I haven't even shared where I used to be. Like I said, this is not like any other video. I may go off on tangents, but I started feeling so not myself. And not disingenuous, because I genuinely wanted to provide value, but I just felt like I was sharing just this small part of who I was, instead of being the example and showing up fully. So I want to share a little bit of my story of how I got here and how this channel is really going to look moving forward. And I want to get to know you, and I really want to build this community and have a dialogue. I want to talk to you in the comments. I want to talk to you through the videos. I want to talk to you on Instagram and TikTok, because I'm also there. And I don't just want it to be me like having it one-sided, you know? So here's a history of how I came to be this way. And it's been such a journey, and it's been so amazing. And I get so caught up in the goals. We all get so caught up on the goals and the next thing, on the numbers, and we forget how far we've truly come. I did a whole TEDx talk where I actually talked about my story. We're gonna link it below. But long story short, I wasn't always like this. Like conscious, spiritual, manifestation. I actually thought that was BS. Honestly, like all those people who are super positive, yeah, whatever. Like those airy fairy, like hippies, like I'm literally dressing this way. And I used to make fun of the people who used to dress this way and talk about these things. I came from not the best childhood. I grew up with a lot of trauma, and I was living in survivor mode. And when I say trauma, I mean childhood sexual abuse from my own father, addictions, physical abuse, and I went on full survivor mode. I put on a shell and I did what I had to do. I was type A. I was a high functioning depressive. I climbed up the corporate ladder. By the time I was 27, I was a marketing director. I checked off all the boxes. Yet every chance I had, I would numb myself. I would drink, I would do drugs because I did not want to think of the memories, the triggers, all that. I pushed it so down because I was in survival mode until one day it all blew up in my face. This double life, this picture perfect life that I had presented blew up in my face, and I overdosed and had an out-of-body near-death experience that was a catalyst for me changing my life to really just do something different. And since then, and that was 2014, I have been on this journey, a spiritual journey. I have been on this conscious journey of healing, journey of sharing. And that's really how I've come to this place. I ended up getting certified as a pranayama and meditation teacher. I've worked with many top mentors and gurus and read all the books, went to all the retreats, invested like tens and thousands of dollars in what I'm sharing and going through my own experience, having my own spiritual awakening and having my clairs and psychic abilities come back. Like, it's been crazy. And at the same time, I also love to cook. I love fashion. I love luxury. I love travel. I love to booty shake when I'm at a club. Like, I love to dance, right? And I felt like I was just sharing this one part. And I think that just, it's not fully who I am. And so my promise to you is that I'm going to show up more fully myself, all parts of myself. And on this channel, I'm going to share not just these tips and methods, but literally share my thought processes, how I dress, where I go, and my daily practices, the thoughts that I have, all the things that I've set up in my home so that I can continuously, consciously manifest this life. And I want to share that with you because if I was able to get out of being suicidal and depressed and literally in my head daily thinking of all the ways that I would kill myself or die to the life that I have now, like when I look out my view and see what I'm doing with my life, it's so unimaginable to me because I never would have thought this was possible. And I want to share that with you because so many people out there, I talk to people every single day who are in the beginning of their journey, middle, or even later in their journey. Life presents us lessons all the time. I am nowhere near perfect. I don't have it all figured out. And once I think I do, the universe kicks me in the butt and is like, nope, you got to relearn this lesson. Or there's another layer and it's this onion that peels. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because we're all in this together. And I want to show up fully myself so that hopefully whoever's watching out there, not that you need any permission, also has that permission to show up fully themselves and share all parts of them, not just the business side, not just the spiritual side, not just the fashion side, but literally fully, completely who they are. And I know I'm gonna lose followers. I know I'm gonna lose people who are like, no, I only want her for manifestation and money and mindset and all that. And that's okay. May you go in peace. But I know, because I practice law of assumption, and I assume that as I show up fully myself, I will align and magnetically attract all those who are in the same vibration and frequency as me. Who loves to have fun, who loves to go out, who isn't meditating for 6 hours. There's nothing wrong with that if you're into that. But who also loves to dress up and put makeup on and like be a glam girl and be extra. I'm super extra as fuck. Extra as fuck. And like, I'm gonna start showing up more of that. And share more stories, just be more me, and really help you manifest your best life. So if you are into that and you actually stayed this far to listen to this video, I love you so much. I love you so much. And say hi to me on Instagram, on TikTok, comment below, and we're in this together, fam. You know, you are family to me. If you have given me your time and energy to watch any of my content, I love you. All right, and 2022, it's on. We're like showing up as our full selves, unapologetically. All right? Love you.